don't know if the MLB is really trying to come back for this season. I think this proposal that they came back after the 114 game counter offer is still so far away from what the players were talking about. So they did add, it looks like 28 more games because there was a 48 game restart talked about. Now it's a 76 game return. But let me say why they only want 76 games. It's because they're scared of a second coronavirus outbreak, and they want the season to end no later than October. So they do not want the season to continue outside of October. So they want the regular season to end September 27th, which was the original end date anyway. And then they want the playoffs to go on as planned in October so that the season's over so they don't have to worry about a potential second outbreak of the corona.
All right, and just so I make sure I understand, right now the players are the one that's in the 100 and some game category, and the owners were at 50 something, and now they've moved up to 70. Okay,
yeah, they were at 48, and now they're up to 76. But when it comes to pay, the 48 and the 114 were supposed to be full prorated amounts. Okay, so they prorate their salary, and they make that for every game that they play. Yep. This one is only 75% of the prorated salary. So if you play all 76 games, you only get paid as if you played 56 games. Or 57 games. So in reality, they added 28 more games, but only added 9 games of pay.
Right. Well, and again, we had this conversation last week. I know that players are always interested in getting their hand in the revenues that the owners are bringing in. And the owners' revenue is being affected by the lack of stands. Well, first of all, the lack of games, and then the lack of people in the stands. So their revenue is affected. And the players, like I said, when things are going good, hey, I want a percentage of those revenues. When things are going bad, they throw their hands up and say, hey, you're the owner. It's your problem, not mine. Pay me. So
can you blame them?
No, but I don't blame the owners either, because the owners are the ones that are taking the risk. The players aren't taking a risk. In baseball,
the financial risk, yeah,
right. Baseball, it's 100%. There's none of this BS where it's like, pay, you have a contract, you get paid that money. It's just that's the way it is.
Yep.
So they get their money no matter what. The owners have to worry about, and look, and again, I'm saying none of these players are going to, or none of these people on either side are going to be in a food line trying to get groceries for they're all living fine. But to have the attitude of, hey, when things are going good, you've argued you want a part of it. That's fine. We accept that. But why is the counter to say, hey, when things aren't going good, we'd like you to take a little bit of the hit, just like we do. And then the players are suddenly like, oh, they don't want that to happen. Well, ultimately, if they don't start, two things I was going to say. One is, if they want the season to end early, then start frickin' in early July. Start July 1st instead of waiting and being so afraid to start, even if there's no people in the stands. But the second thing I wanted to say is, it's like, if the players are going to come back and say, no, we're not taking a hit on this at all. It is you that's taking the hit. Then from that point forward, every time they talk about the revenue and how they want a part of it, I don't want to hear it, because you're not truly vested in the business like the owners are. And again, none of these owners, even if their team goes bankrupt, they're not going to hurt.
Yeah,
they're billionaires. I'm not arguing that. Yeah. But you got to take both sides of the coin, or deal with both sides of the coin. When it's good, yep, we'll pay you. When it's bad, hey, give some back. But they don't want to do that, and I understand.
Right. And so it's hard to blame, as you said, it's hard to blame both sides. But what's going to happen if you play 0 games is you make 0 money.
Right.
And on top of that, you lose. Like, it's already a dying sport in a lot of ways. The younger group of people growing up today are not nearly as interested in baseball as they are in the NBA, the NFL. It's lessening in popularity the younger the group are. A lot of the baseball fans are an older group of fans.
Yeah.
You miss an entire season in a year that there's no other sports going on. Like, you could be playing immediately. Like, the NBA's not coming back till the July 31st. You could be playing July 1st and be the only one in the game. But instead, you're going to kick the can down the road, both of you, and you're going to lose even more interest from the younger crowd.
Well, it's the classic say of biting your nose off to spite your face.
Yeah.
That they don't see the opportunity, and they're going to argue. And you might be right. They might argue themselves out of the season, and they're all going to suffer because no one wants to be the one that gives in. But like I said, they should be on.
Which I think that hurts the owners more because, yeah, it sucks that the players lose a year of salary, but they're able to. A baseball season is grueling. 162 games in how many days? I mean, they're playing all the time. They don't have a lot of time for family. This whole year, they're being able to spend time with their family. And as you said, especially the high-end paid players, they're not hurting for money.
No.
And yet they get to spend time with their family, where the owner has a lot more free time in general anyway, because they're not practicing every day, playing every single day, and going through. Like, they don't have to be at the game if they don't want to. Like, they can miss a game if they decide to. So I think the owners are the ones. They're not going to get paid anything because they're making no revenue right now. Like, it's as far as the MLB is concerned. Like, yes, they make money in other ways, but they're not making money on this endeavor.
Well, they probably still getting the TV money if it's like the NFL, but I don't know that for sure.
I don't know either.
But ultimately, to your point of it being grueling, they play through the heart of the season. They get 1 day off a week. So in a month, they're playing 27 games, 26, 27 games a month.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is grueling. But hey, it's out on the field playing frickin' baseball. You know, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, pay me millions of dollars and I'll play 30 out of 30 days.
Pay my salary today.
Yeah.
That's not millions of dollars. Pay what I make right now, and I'll go play football instead of what I do right now.
Yeah. So
yeah. So it's
they
funny.
just but it like I said, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that there's nobody at a table between the owners and the players. And again, maybe the players union, they've done this, I don't know, but it seems to me that this should be something where you have two sides sit down and say, look, we have an opportunity to do something here. Let's figure it out. And they figure it out.
Dad, you cannot sit down with each other. There is a coronavirus going around the world.
Oh, yeah, please.
Social distance.
Oh, except when you're protesting, just so you know. And
yeah.
The governors have actually said this, that except when you're protesting. So there's been businesses that have opened up and said, there's actually been churches that have opened up and said, come join us in a protest this weekend. And people have come to church and they're not arguing with them because they label it as a protest. So
I know COVID-19 took a break.
Yeah, no,
okay?
tell
everyone needs a break. Even
tell
COVID-19.
Baseball to start July 1st and say, starting July 1st, our players are going to form a protest every day in the form of a baseball game and have some signs up saying, social justice, whatever, and they won't mess with you. Anyway, that's a fact.
You solved it. You solved it. It's
I know.
It's done.
It's like,
we can move on to the next topic. We're done.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's solved.
Fine.
Dad solved it. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. The like button is on this side for mobile. If you have any of your own thoughts or questions, comment down below. We may just answer it next video. Thanks. See ya.